and we'll continue with these videos. Date, time. Watching the previous video, not watching the previous video, but during the video that I have created a little earlier, in respect to this hard drive here, 100 and 500 gigabyte video, I came to conclusion that the video is completely okay based on the video that this gentleman here provided. I don't know, it's a nice man here, easy PC repairs. I'm gonna see that stuff. I gotta see if he was involved in it. I didn't even look into that stuff yet, but the video is just excellent. The video, the way that he provided.
I'm going to show you how to test the speed of your hard drive.
The way this man provided the test is just awesome. It's the test I went through a little bit earlier, but this man just takes time to explain. It's different. This man was involved, by the way, because I know already now. I recall that he was the one who was warning me. It's a difference between the SSD and the HDD. In a speed readings. This is very nice, man. Very good video. Highly recommend. I mean, truly short video and 3 minutes, barely 3 minutes and 33 seconds, and he explains exactly what this stuff is about. So sensitive. Nicely he explains exactly the results that you have seen fit to the HDD description. That's a basically hard drive, not the SSD. Which is much faster, and with totally different results. So these results here, you were able to see on my hard drive greatly exceed the hard drive or whatever hard drive he had 11 years ago he was using. So these hard drives are essentially very good hard drives, I see. And the problem with this Seagate, that must have been really a problem associated with some other issues. Like I completely screwed up this one because I did not prepare myself with, let me see this stuff here. I got myself some other stuff, really awesome stuff. Like this one here is prepared to test it. We did not have this baby earlier, and we're gonna use the one that I demonstrated you just right now. We're gonna use this one for the newest one, and I'm gonna even, what the hell, I'm not gonna do it yet, but even the program that did not work earlier, we're gonna also test that one. And let's see, I also have this one here. We're also gonna try this one, if it's gonna open to me. See, Mac disk, okay, Mac disk 32-bit, okay, very nice. Let's go back. Active Smart, I don't see that one coming up. Okay, that's okay with me. Then we have this one here, disk checkup. We also have this one here. So I got several of these programs that definitely are gonna do a little bit. We go a little bit to the distance now when compared to earlier. I didn't do very well earlier, but this time I am determined to test this hard drive with programs that you can also use. Smart Disk Checker is this one here. Seagate cTools. I guess that this is the only one left for me to do. So we're also going to do this one. This one did not get through very well. This is the paid option, that kind of stuff, but you got the free option or whatever. And he's going to do this here. So I got few of these babes. And now we're going to play the game. There you go. That's another one I gotta open. That's that, basically. That's what this looks like. External 1 terabyte. Exactly the way you see it right there. Boom. It's all well packaged, basically, just the way you see this stuff here. Yeah, the other one did have nails in the, on a housing. And let's go and let's open this baby. So I think that the first hard drive is gonna work anyways, except for that cosmetic part. Everything appears to me to be okay. So we're gonna do this one here, like this. You gotta be careful with this stuff, so we don't do the damage to it. Like this. There you go. Okay, it's a little bit stubborn, so I will do this, get it nicely out like this. So that's that. This is a 1 terabyte. This is the one I depend the most. The cable is right here. The cable is I'm gonna see the cable. I'll see the other cable. Something about the other cable. Yeah, they aren't too straight, these cables. If you look at they're a little bit, you know, they're not exactly straight. They're leaned sideways. And this is the same thing. It's the same thing. This one is lean even sideways even more. I mean, if you put these two together like this, and it's leaned sideways. I mean, like it's drunk. That's also not supposed to be that way, but all right. Okay, so anyhow, that's a cable. Okay, yeah, I became a real Inspector Clouseau with this hard drives and stuff. That's a hard drive. Yeah, let me see if I can get something on it. Yeah, this looks like somebody again stick the fingers in it. This one. Have this sticker right there. And this looks like somebody did stick the fingers also here into this housing. And also when it comes to the closure, let me demonstrate you this. Ah, boy. So you can see the edge here like this. See this? It as if it would not be. Here is less edge out and here's a lot of edge out. But this here, this is the stuff that, you know, as if somebody pushed the fingers in it. I mean the fingers, the nails is what I should say. I don't know. This, what the hell would this make me feel like, should feel like? I mean, let me demonstrate you. Oh boy. I just have to sit. I have to sit with this stuff. this. And that's so much better. Oof. Okay, so this here, it looks like this basically on the side. I don't know how much you can see that stuff, but you see, this is quite white actually. Like somebody opened it up over there. You see that stuff? And that's like a trace of the nails right there on the side. You see that? So, I don't know. Maybe somebody was checking it out. Maybe the people were checking it out, but you're not gonna say that it's on trace of the nails. I mean, maybe everything is okay. I hope it is because I need it. Yeah. And the upper area. Let me see that. Um, See this here. You see it over there. You see that stuff. To me, that looks like somebody was testing his nails. It's like as if somebody was trying to, and maybe even did. Maybe somebody did. Who knows? Oh well, there is not much to say about this stuff else. This is what's that stuff looks like also, and the best is to just go and test it out. Let's go and we're gonna test our beast. We're gonna test it out, and how are we gonna know? Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see what we get. Let's see what kind of readings do we get out of this one. So, there it is right there. There it is, and I'm going to rename one. I'm going to go here and I'm going to change his name. It says right there he's got 930 gigabytes. See that? There is nothing on it. Okay. I am going to change this name, rename it 1TB. 1TB like this. There you go. We change that. That's what that is. There you go. Now, let's see what we can do with this. So this is whatever this is. This is some kind of smart whatever. And I will take this off. And we'll also take this thing off. Now we can have better disk. So you got two disks. One is this one here. It says here just 750 gigabytes. That's interesting. This is 1 terabyte. Yeah, 750 is good. How many diagnostic detail health indicators? It says right there, it's like orange, important attributes for the health status of the device. You see some, yeah, I'm gonna take this off. Yeah, you see some orange stuff also over there. You can see also some orange stuff here. Erase fail count. Erase fail count. Use reserve spare non-blocks. So this should be kind of interesting because I really don't know what the hell this is. They say that the orange stuff is not good. That's a warning, basically. What do they say here about this here? Aha, that's basically X-ray. That's mine. Erase fail count. Used reserve space, non-blocks, whatever. Okay. They go here and choose a device. Disk. That's a disk to watch. Is that one? That's basically X-ray. That's my SSD drive. It says that it's a good one. The quick go health status. Shit. I cannot even refresh the list of devices. Okay. Okay. And so it's giving me the same shit. It's giving me, it doesn't give me the external one that I want to check it out. Oh no, it's right here. 750 this here. Okay, so this looks like it's good. It's a good disk. Looks like it's a good disk. Everything looks like on this disk is good. That's what I suppose. Is it gonna be? Anyways, this is not really the best program to mess around with unless you pay money for it, and I'm not doing that. Let's see this here. Yeah. There you go. Bye bye. And we have this one here, and here we select to refresh this stuff, and then we have this one here. Status is okay. 700 gigabytes. Device capacity is just 700 gigabytes. But why the hell is it 700 gigabytes capacity? I mean, I don't understand that. That's already the part I don't understand. I bought it. It should be, I think, like even more than that. But okay, 931 gigabytes. And let's format this stuff. Let's start doing that stuff. It says here exFAT, file system allocation units, whatever. Yeah. So I didn't get anything. I get the same size. It says nothing more than 931. I'm not too happy with this. Device capacity says 698.63. So this is definitely not 1 terabyte. This is like 300 gigabytes less than 1 terabyte. So I got sucker punched right here, if that's true. That's very, very bad. I got really, really sucker punched when it comes to this hard drive. It's people, this is not honest. They claim they saw the 1 terabyte disk, and in reality, this is just a 698 98 gigabytes. It's not a good deal. This is one thing that I have to warn you about. This telephone sucks also. I don't have any capacity to come close to the screen, and but you can see the stuff I'm talking about. You can tell about the stuff I'm talking about. It's not good. It's not right. Definitely is not right. Maybe it's better now. Not even 700 gigabytes. So this is a ripoff. This is definitely a ripoff. So we do the last self routine completed without the error. Yes, yes, yes. Short test. We're gonna do extended test. We're gonna do first the short test. Let's test it out. This already fucked me. If this is just 700 gigabytes, then this is very bad. I don't understand how could it be 700 gigabytes. Buying 1 terabyte, that's 1000 gigabytes something plus. I think it's 1024 it's supposed to be, or something like that. That's 1 gigabyte, I think, or something, I don't know. And you end up with not even 700 gigabytes. That's very bad. I don't get it. I don't understand that part. So this is a fast test right there. This is a rapid test. I think that these are the best when it comes to testing your hard drive, because at least it does something. At least it actually tests something. I don't know how the hell is it that they display that everything is okay. I mean, based on what do you figure out that everything is okay? I mean, you got to test writing, reading. These are the basic things. I mean, very, very disappointed about this shit. 690 something gigabytes. That's not good. That's very bad. That's very bad. Maybe this is for every hard drive like this. Maybe that's a normal thing. But it sounds to me like a 750 gigabytes disk or something like that. I don't know about 1 terabyte that would produce 700 gigabytes. I am totally puzzled with this stuff. Whole through it says right there 930. I don't understand why it says 700. That's weird. That's strange. So this is a quite long, quite extensive. Anyways, it's quite short, but it's also not so damn short. So, but yeah, better be this way. I am very pleased with the other hard drive, with the hard drive that I was just. I'm really pleased with that hard drive. I mean, that hard drive really it's I already made this hard drive that I'm using. I took it off so much garbage and place it on that one right there. It's more durable, longer. And I'll just using this one here. Even if something happens to this hard drive, what happens is at least you have it on another hard drive, and so you don't end up losing the information, which is extremely valuable. So Either way, this works. This came like in the right moment for me to continue the work. I was already worried about this stuff. So this is not the extensive test. This is just a short test to see what's going on with this stuff. I didn't check I not check the case. Yeah, the case is very important. You might think I'm crazy. I'm not. The thing is that this is a protection case against the case being hit. So it's very important part of the hard drive, actually. This is a protection for the hard drive. Good stuff. It's really simple, but on the other hand, it's very important. Very important stuff. Like this. I like this, yeah. It's cheap, but it's effective. Well, we have the problem with this last 10%, and maybe we don't even have the problem with this 10%. Maybe that's the way it's supposed to be. A little earlier, I was doing this extensive check, and it also, last 10% was really, really extensive. It took him quite a while to get through that one. I really do not understand how could it be, how it even says here 750. I don't understand that stuff. I don't get this stuff here, 750. What did they mean by this 750? So this is interesting because I did other programs. I wasn't even bothering with my SSD. I didn't bother with it. And today, actually, I realized that the SSD that I have has a problems. It's about 11,000 something, 12,000 hours on one, and it appears that there is already problems on that SSD drive. It's about 500 gigabytes. I am not sure whether I even use one for 1 year. I don't think I'm using one for 1 year, and it appears it does have a problems already. Maybe that stuff can be repaired. Maybe that stuff can be fixed. Maybe so. Maybe I should look into that. I will. But it looks like the life of this SSD, which I purchased not too long ago, is coming to an end. It makes life a little easier on this laptop and this computer. The life definitely got a little bit easier because it's faster, because it runs. It ran well. But then on the other hand, I don't know. We're gonna see more. It's taking him a whole lot of time. This last 10% that you see right there, it's taking him a long time to get it done. And this is just a short test. Short test, 1 to 5 minutes to complete. Shit, man. This been taking way longer than 5 minutes. This is already 30-minute tape. Boy, I kind of almost regret already that I started with this program here. It's like I a bit screwed myself doing this. I didn't know it's a short one, it's a short test. I didn't know it's going to take him so long. Definitely not 1 to 5 minutes. Okay, so and since we're doing this kind of stuff, I'm gonna see if I have some other stuff also that I can use, maybe some other stuff also. That would be also interesting. And I have this one here. That's just HDD. We're gonna go here. It's called HDD. That's this baby here. Oh, it looks like you have to always run this one somehow. Agree, agree, agree. We agree. So I think that this is probably yeah, let's just do it again, this crap. So there you go. Of course that we agree. So this is going to be the second one we're going to do if we ever make it through. Actually, the third one is going to be if we ever make it through this one here, which I already get tired of it, man. I think I'm going to abort this and I might do this later on again. It's a crap. It's taking him crazy, obnoxiously long. Since I started to talk about how long is it taking him, it's already 4 minutes that passed by. So is this even functional? Might be not even functional, this stuff here. And I'm not supposed to do that on a multiple disk at the same time. I see this disk is still running over there, still busy. And I am, as sad as it is, I am forced to actually stop this crap. Aha, okay, then that's also true. If it's a 1 terabyte, it might actually take longer, right? If it would at least give me some more details about what goes on, and it's really a software that doesn't give you the details. It's quite crazy. I have to abort this stuff, and I don't have choice other than to. Um, it looks like it's aborted now. It's safe to go to the next test, probably. And the question here also is whether this stuff was even like what the fuck went on. I mean, it says here start test, right? And that's light still go occasionally and blinks like this, like hello. I mean, you continue to check obviously what exactly. I mean, we did abort the test, so this one here is just, I don't understand what the hell is it doing. Crazy stuff. um let's get here. I don't even know. Maybe I can get this stuff eventually. Maybe I can boot one out. Is it going to allow me to do that? Ejection failed. Please close the program that's using this device and try again. Yeah, I am actually forced to go and abort other programs, especially this one here. Is it going to stop now? Shit. It's still doing its stuff. Let's go. We're going to do this one. No, 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 no. That was a mistake. That was my that was just my other program that I have. That's very bad. So it would have been nice if there would be a program that would actually allow me to reset this fucking thing, and then, you know, when you reset it, you get also other hard drive, and now instead it's asking me for the folder. That's not very professional. It should be like refresh, reset, whatever, start over, whatever, so that it shows you drives and stuff like this, and it just doesn't. Man, it's like drunk, this whole thing. I'm just gonna stop that crap. Let's see what we have here. Um, General health information. This is what is this? This is an X-ray. You see, this one here does not even indicate any kind of problem. Everything is green, green, green on my X-ray, and the truth is that this is not the case. And then this is the one we want to get. This is just 750 gigabytes. This is not 1 terabyte. Yeah, you can see it right there. So this here is not okay. This is not okay stuff. So read data without a transfer. I like this here first. That's this one here. I like to get this done here first. This is actually not really 446. No, 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 no. Okay, so now here it says, this one here, it says 931 gigabytes. Shit, am I confused about this? Let's test it out and see what's going on. Let's test it out and see what's happening. These numbers are very, very good. That's a very good number. Thanks to the gentleman who explained how to view these things. So that's a very, very nice man. That man was extremely, extremely nice, man. He was extremely, extremely nice guy. That guy was so, so, so kind. He was even talking about the stuff that you're not going to make mistake and so on. Very, very caring guy. Very, very, very caring guy, that guy. a video from 11 years ago that he published. It's a very, very good video. He was concerned about me. The problem is that I shouldn't be even doing this kind of crazy shit. This is where I have the problem with the whole thing, because it did go too far. It went way, way, way too far. They wanted this to be completely broke without absolutely any money and with most serious health problems one can experience, without any access to physicians, doctors, with doctors claiming that everything is okay, even that spine is not broken, that everything is normal, and etc., which is bullshit. With doctors literally involved in it from Slovenia and Poland, claiming something that is totally, totally untrue. I'm not going to say with a zero place to complain to anybody, but totally, totally dehumanized without any access to even to submit complaint, absolutely anything. And so there might have been the people that were concerned, that expressed concern. It actually looks, the whole thing looks like, as if it was instead people that wanted to promote themselves through something that shouldn't even exist. No, no, no. The guy was very nice, and there was nice people in this thing. There was just nice people. This guy was just a nice person. That's all there was. This is a very good hard drive based on what I see here, based on this reading here. It's a very good hard drive based on the reading, based on reading. I shouldn't have any problem with this. These numbers are good, very good numbers. Maybe that's a normal thing. Maybe that displays for just about any hard drive, even for the hard drive that is 1 terabyte. Maybe it's a normal thing to display 750 gigabytes. After all, here you can see also is displayed 931 gigabytes. So I really don't understand how they got 750 gigabytes. I don't get this. So earlier I did more extensive than this, but I just want to do this here and know what the hell is going on. Or through probably, I will later on by myself when I'm going to be doing the extensive one, just like I did for 500 megabytes. So it doesn't make sense for me to record shit that doesn't come to an end. Those 10%, last percent, it never came to an end. And I did the small check. I did a short check, and it goes on and on and on and on. I don't know how long the hell it melted that down, like 20 minutes or something. I can't be doing this to you out of respect for the people. I can't be doing this stuff. At least I get somewhat idea about what it gives you also somewhat the idea about what this is. This is also the brand Somnambulist. So these numbers look good. These numbers don't, these are not really the numbers I would be afraid of. So this is a different kind of C tools. And yeah, we have this kind of stuff. We have this kind of stuff here that we can do. We can first, I can do, this is very nice. First of all, it gives you the idea what the hell this is. How the hell could that be 750 gigabytes, folks? I don't fucking get this. How the hell can that display 930 gigabytes? And then it goes to the display is just 750 gigabytes that is free. Maybe I'm missing something. I have no fucking idea even about this kind of stuff, but it's disturbing to me. I'm not happy with the 750. I really needed that terabyte, and I end up losing a lot of stuff here. It says here, I don't know, that's test, the smart test. It says everything, it says okay. I don't know how much you can see this, but this is recorded in 1920 resolution. It's in a quite a resolution. It's just too bad the camera sucks. This is security, support security, power on hours, 17 hours. This shit has been powered for 17 hours. This is not a new hard drive. Oh, so this has been powered on for 17 hours. We are not doing this 17 hours. We are doing just 46 minutes, this stuff. So I will have a complaint about this one here. This was what I counted the most. Is going to be the most reliable thing. It says 6 GB per second detail, 750 gigabytes. I don't quite get this. So this is what this is. Now what we can do is we can do the self-test. Sure, do the self-test. The self-test actually failed. Short self-test failed. That's from the Seagate. Interesting. That's very interesting. I will now I don't know what that is. Fix. Utility, erase. I will now go ahead and if it failed even the short test, sure you understand that that's not too good. Command build, read, verify, butterfly, erase, tools, drive ID, features, smart tests, on command. I don't even know what the hell that is. I am really not happy with this stuff. I am not happy about this stuff here. There is this other stuff that I was using, and I really want to use one now. I really want to use that stuff. I'm going to come back to this stuff, and this is just Crystal Disk Info. I couldn't see that one, but well, I'm going to do this one here. We're going to do this one here next. Just next. It looks like it's you're going to do this here. But what exactly do they say that this was used for 17 hours? This not supposed to be used for 17 hours. This is here. You see this? There are two. One is mine, and then another one is this one here. 17 hours. This shit is being powered on for 17 hours. Not supposed to be powered on for 17 hours. I didn't pay for this to be powered for 17 hours. So I don't know. Is it something wrong with this stuff? Truly, what makes me wonder about let me see if I can get some testing stuff that I can refresh, rescan. Resident theme, random, flat, disk, help, language. Let's see about that kind of stuff. Huh. Hmm. Remaining life. Yeah, I don't know what that is. What I have no idea what that's supposed to mean. Even I wish this would give me some kind of ability to test this stuff. Simply, the good tools, those that you have to pay for, they just general health information, smart shit, and it doesn't give you. Okay, all right. So tools, drive ID, read identity, drive tweaks and controls, smart tests, drive offline self tests, temp mode, command, build command line, smart test, temp mode, temperature, this. Tell you what, read data to the host with a 6. I don't understand what the hell that is. Um, with a special pattern destructive, verify. First sector, size, block size, verify test. I don't even know what the hell am I doing now. It's doing something. And it doesn't even tell what. What exactly is it doing? Aha, it's doing something, executing generic, executing shit. Uh, Earlier I had from the Seagate, and it really not, it really doesn't fulfill me, this stuff here. We had this kind of C tools also. I thought that this one would be better. Now I see this one's actually even worse. Yeah, we'll do that. Huh. Read data to the host with the 6. I don't even know what that is. Read data, butterfly raise. This is HDD scan, how to use it. Okay, so let's do something else here, man. Let's try. Let's just see this. Let's just see this stuff rapidly. This stuff here. Um, HDD scan, how to use it, test like what, highest possible transfer, negotiated transfer rate, how to check health of a health disk. Let's see this guy here. Okay.
Then right here, click on Tools. Then there's this error checking option. If you click on it, if there's any error in the hard disk, it will be indicated here, but you can still scan for it to check if there's any error. And when you click on hardware, right here it will tell you if the device is working properly. This is how you can check the health of your hard disk. Right click on your hard disk, then click on Properties, then right here click on Tools. Then there's this error checking option. If you click on it, if there's any error in the hard disk, it will be indicated here, but you can still scan for it to check if there's any error.
No,
And
no,
when you
no.
click on hardware, right here it will tell you.
This is nothing. This doesn't tell you shit. This is what Prince Charles insisted me. He he he, hoo ha ha. This is how you do it. You don't do shit like this. You can do it with your royal ass harsh, I'm gonna say. When you're bathing in the fucking money, you can do it like this, sure. But to know more about what's going on with the disk, unfortunately for the people like myself, buying low-end products is not an option that belongs to the Windows, if it is or it's not, and that's why people get screwed and fucked up. That shit is not going to tell you about how many hours your this has been working and so on. And what I need when I purchase stuff like this is a detailed evaluation of the hard drive. Because the last thing I need, the last thing I want is to make you, Charles, a favor. Yeah, that's a good way. It reminded me, this was a Charles was extremely skeptical about all those other programs. To him, everything was logical, everything was easy. But for the obvious reasons, if he was in my situation, then he was be squeezing like a pig, basically. Fucking coward. I don't have a luxury of buying expensive stuff. You saw me that I practically purchased a used telephone from China. And so you don't do this stuff if you have the money for 30 euros. That with a full ass of money and everything, it's easy to squeak. You can easily give advice to the people. With physicians, doctors, and every hospital in Britain with open doors to you, you can play a smart ass. There's really not disease. There's no disease that you could not beat with such a amplitude of people carrying you from the rear and from the front. But in my situation is a little bit different. So, so this is the guy who did earlier gave me an idea about, not that he gave me an idea. I wanted to learn about how to use this, and I saw the guy this guy also was involved in it. But interesting, he posted a video just a year ago. That's CompuMatter, whatever. Maybe this was...
Hello, today I'm going to show you a few methods to check hard drive health in Windows 10. The first two methods are features that are available. Just click on Tools. For the next method, I'm going to show you how you can see the status of all your hard drives at once. Search in Windows for Computer Management. Then click on Disk Management.
This is bullshit.
HD Sentinel or HD Disk.
This is more interesting.
They might be worth checking out if you are worried about your hard drive health, or when you are experiencing problems. HDD Scan is free for personal use, while HD Sentinel costs a bit of money. So here I opened a trial version of HD Sentinel. You immediately see an overview of your hard drives and with their current health status. One of the best features for troubleshooting is the log tab. In case you have problems with one of your drives, HD Sentinel creates a log file of the problem. This should give a very good indication of what the problem is and what your next steps should be. The disk performance tab can also be quite interesting. Here you can monitor disk activity, for instance. HD Sentinel has a ton of features. Unlike the first two options I showed you, you do need some advanced knowledge to get the most out of this software. Next, I'm going to show you a short glance at HDD Scan. As I mentioned earlier, this software is free for personal use. When you open the software, you get a similar screen. The only downside to HDD Scan is that it might look a bit technical to work with. You do get used to it quite fast, so it isn't a problem. HDD Scan is a very good health test that you can run on your hard drives. These tests are very thorough, so they do take some time. Like HD Sentinel, you get a lot of features that are interesting if you have some background in how these things work. For normal use, I would just recommend this for running a health test on your hard drive. This concludes our short tutorial on how to check hard drive health. These tests are very thorough, so they do take some time. Like HDD Sentinel, you get a... The only downside to HDD Scan is that it might look a bit technical to work with. You do get used to it quite fast, so it isn't a problem. HDD Scan is a very good health test that you can run on your hard drives. These tests are...
Yeah, okay.
Are very thorough, so they do take some
Okay.
time. Like HDD...
So do we have also this kind of feature here? Yes, we have this kind of stuff here. So this looks quite healthy with exception of first few right there that you were able to see. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. And there is another one over there that's moving. So this is just basically 8%. So we should be just expecting this to go for many days basically before you would end anything. Yes, it is finished. That stuff is finished. I am finished too. Almost finished. Quick format. Gonna do that stuff. Gonna format it. Strange, crazy. I feel that it would display me 931. I don't get it. But I tell you what, we can do, and we can play with these tools a little bit here. Error checking, optimize the fragment. You don't need to scan this drive. We haven't found any errors in this drive. You can still scan the drive for errors if you want. Okay, so how long the hell is it gonna take for him to scan the drive? No errors were found. That's that. Optimize the fragment. Sharing, customize. Yeah, that stuff I would not get into. I don't know what else I have here. I don't know what else am I capable to try out. This Micron generic ready to test. System tools, basic test, smart check, monitoring and reporting test. The check drive has not failures reports. So this is not going to go through this, I bet. Smart fail. Okay, so we're going to do this one here, and we're going to do the basic test. Short drive self-test, drive information, short generic, long generic. I don't know what the hell that is. Let's try this here. This is what 500 gigabyte did go through. And so let's see if he's going to complete this one here. Test status, this is right there, 10%. It looks like that's what you get. That's what you pay. That's what you get. It might not even be any better if you buy a Seagate or whatever might be the case. Who the hell knows? It's the first time I'm doing this. I'm glad I'm doing this. It looks good. It looks like that's what it is. All through, I do not understand what the hell is the 750 gigabyte. You see, I'm so illiterate when it comes to this computer shit that I would constantly need somebody to like uh, like a computer tech to advise me about this crap. If I would be doing this shit for the company, for somebody, it would have been different. But I'm doing it for myself and I'm just trying to do completely other stuff. How funny that is. How funny that stuff is. It doesn't make sense in my case because I don't have the money. This is why. You know, if I had money, I would be playing a guru. I would be playing around with this stuff. But when you don't have the money, everything stinks really. So it looks like this is going to go through also, that this is just fine. It looks like a crystal disk test was probably the best test that you can get done for free. And if it's going to be anything else, then we can report about that stuff. But still, that this C tools that I did it myself, you're not using the Microsoft C++, that stuff. You do this through the compatibility issues with the Windows 8 when it comes to the C tools for Windows, and instead you install yourself a Microsoft Net. It appears this was still the best test when it comes to self-test. Completed, there you go. For the peace of mind, this program was one of the programs that gave me the biggest peace of mind. I have to say that. It was worth it. What the hell is this here? Short DST. I don't understand what the hell is the short DST. Well, we're going to learn about what the short DST. Interesting, interesting. And then it's just 90% complete. And that reminds me of that other test that I did, that it completed 90%, and the rest, the other 10%, it would not complete. And we ended up with exactly same symptoms as is seen on this drive. You remember when it was also doing, and then nothing, and then again, and then nothing, and then again. Basically the stuff that you see right there happening again. It stucks on a 90%, but it says here to me it's a short DST. So what exactly is the short DST? This hard drive appears is not good. Usually requires replacing the drive and restoring the data from backups. I see this stuff. I see this. DST failure. This is probably just still checking the stuff. Short DST. I don't understand that. Short DST. So this hard drive actually is not functional. Is it actually even possible that it's not working? That's incredible. That's fucking incredible. Wow. I hardly can believe this shit. I cannot believe this stuff. If you go through the Windows is going to say to you, yeah, it's great, fuck yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's not great. It looks like this has a problem. 90% and those 10%, it just doesn't go through. The same thing as what we have seen earlier is taking place. Yeah. So let's see what this is.
Hi, this is Bruce from Gilware, and today I'd like to talk about DST failure and or the error code 0142. DST stands for disk self-test. This is run by a computer anymore these days. It's part of the startup process. Essentially, it's a test of the hard drive. Checks read-write heads, checks capacity is right. It does a few checks. There's a short.
Okay, man, you're fucking hyping me all the way, and I don't have the time for this. La 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 la. We understand that the failure is failure, but it didn't say failure. It said it's short, and it doesn't complete the thing. You see this? Short DST. What the hell is the short DST? Short DST. Diagnostic computer hard drive runs during startup to check critical components and set an immediate failure. For immediate failure, short DST failed. Message signals hardware problem. I don't have the failed yet, but what I need to know is, yeah, he's doing a short check, but why the hell is this doing 90% stuck? Let's see what this is. Short DST failed. Your hard drive's diagnose itself failing at 90% often means a serious hardware problem like a bad sectors, failing read-write heads, controller issues. It didn't fail yet, but first check loose SATA power cables. If they fail, power data immediately and then plan to replace the drive as system restore, or CGM might not fix underlying hardware. Man, this here look good, and this here does not look good at all. Short DST. It seems like as if it would not complete the whole fucking thing. Like last 10% is stuck on the last 10%. Look at that. The same as the other test. All right, so let's see something else. Okay. It's definitely not good. What did they say here? Okay, all right. Okay, let's see this stuff here. Software for Windows players, SSD testers, media partition. So what I'll do is I'll take this off like this. No more internet. Blackmagic Desktop. I don't know even what that is, but I think it's some kind of good program, but I'm not sure. Is it for the SD cards or... Blackmagic Desktop Video. The setup will install Blackmagic Desktop Video your computer. Okay, gonna do this here. Well, our setup installs Blackmagic Desktop Video. What kind of video crap? Forget about video. Video manual. If it's just going to be the video, I don't need the effing video. Speed out to Windows 7 installation. Now check fish. Let's see this here. Your system for configuration changement of Blackmagic Desktop Video to take effect. No, we're not going to be doing this now. What is this crap? So we got this stuff here, drive map, and okay, so we don't have any kind of right now. Check flash, not fish but flash. So short DST failed. You see this here, ladies and gentlemen? So this hard drive is not worth its shit. There you go. That's not good, man. Logical drive, why would they? This is very, very bad now. Physical device, let's see this here. Okay, generic disk, 715, and then you have some stuff over there. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go back here. We're gonna take this baby here, this one here. We're gonna clean this up like this. We're gonna format this stuff here. Capacity, start, this, okay. Close this stuff here. So it failed. So it failed earlier and it failed now. Earlier it would just not go through, it would not go through, and now as you see it failed. Action time, read stability test, write and read. Let's go. Micron generic test, this is the one that you see right there. That's what we're gonna do. So it paid off to check and check and check and check. It paid off to see what's going on. Target is will be destroyed. Yeah, go. File or device error access. Drive map. I see. Small pattern, full pattern set, right pattern. This is a crap, this hard drive then. It's a garbage. It's a garbage. I had no idea that would be the case, but alrighty. So, we got garbage here. We got garbage, not a hard drive. We're gonna take this off. Goodbye, thank you. Let's see what other tools can I use. So, Intel SSD toolbox. Okay, let's see this baby here. Oh, we got a garbage then. We got a garbage. And I have another one here. It's a speed out. Reading speed, writing speed. You choose, you select this here toolbox. Go next. Yes. Okay, very nice. Thank you. I don't know what that is. Close, minimize, speed out. So it does not give me, okay. Would you like to run the Intel right now? Let's see what we got here. Drive detail, smart, but this is just a solid state drive toolbox. This is not gonna work. Drive detail. 930 gigabyte is a free space. So this is just not the right. This is just not the right. This is just not the right program. I see that. Man, I'm already recording well over 1 hour, but it was worth it because this hard drive is no good. It was worth it. So this, we're gonna take it off. And this here does me no good. Mama se bila pa očetu, kako je oče?
Dobro,
Ker ste šli kaj vaje delat?
z nogami, tako kot drugač pa je bil danes tudi tako, pogovarjal se je.
Ja? Kaj je bila Urška tam?
Ne,
A ne? This... Kaj praviš?
šla je, da ga je pozdravila, pa je šla pa domov.
Aha, okay. I'm worried for my father. Volume on this drive. Okay, so this is this here. Okay, number of logical transfer mode. This drive is just supported, enable smart error log and supported smart information through the performance, drive properties report view, send smart reports, show attribute lifetime stimulation, seek error rate, overview, basically select the disk. Okay, so we take this disk here, and it says it's good. It's performance, it's total free space. The temperature right there, it's like this, drive temperature history, no events yet. Disk power on hours, 18 hours. So this hour that I was using also is the first hour. It's already was used by somebody else for 17 hours before this. Space analyzer. Click here to start a hard drive. Zero bias, show legend, this temperature, through performance, speed up time, start stood up, send about drive properties, disk information, smart, send smart report, more information about this attribute, show attribute lifetime simulation, refresh. Nothing. I am gonna close this also down here. And what else does this offer me here? Okay. Peak performance, real performance mix. Veš, da mi tale disk tlala nekaj nakazuje, da ni v redu. Ja. Tista malo je pa v redu, ta pa ni. Ta velik, ki bi moral biti, ki sem najbolj računal na njega, je pa ni v redu. Green default peak performance view, world performance default peak performance, real performance, test data, default random. Check fish, fake flash test. This is not fake, that's for sure. Okay, so this is this thing here. I'm gonna do this. Datenmenge nur schreiben, prüfen als erst. Schreiben und prüfen. Nee, Achtung. Getestet, der Datenträger hat aber eine Gesamtkapazität von Megabyte. Dadurch werden unter Umständen nicht alle Fälle gefunden. Für zuverlässige Ergebnisse testen Sie bitte nur frisch formatierte Datenträger auf NFS. Ist ein kleiner Teil der Kapazität reserviert und diese melden daher normal. So what's doing is basically is writing the whole fucking thing, which is it's a madness. It's going to take several days basically to do that, and we don't want to do that. Proof and our test. Okay. Let's just do this thing here. After your 1517 phone, megabyte get tested. Yeah, this is just symbolic little thing that is tested out. That's basically 105, 500 proof and 600 Ambit prevent nor 1570. Let me just see something. Okay. 700, 800, 900, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't give me any kind of idea about what it's doing exactly. This is megabyte is just 1570 is going to test out of 953,000. So it's not showing me the progress, and therefore I don't know what's going on. This hard drive, to make myself clear, this hard drive failed. This hard drive failed. I got an alarming message right there that I will have to follow up upon. Samsung Magician SSD, no, this is just SSD stuff, but the stuff that I did use for the hard drive, that's a bad one. Short DST failed. That's a short DST failed. Let's do something else. Your hard drive diagnosis self-test DST failed in 9% off and short. Chooks out of power. Okay. Shit, man, under a hardware failure. You're gonna see this stuff immediately. If it's just a cable, I'm gonna test that cable, but that doesn't make sense. How the hell would a cable be? I mean, let me see, this cable is very recognizable. I'm gonna test the cable to see with the other cable, both cables, but that's very bad. That's extremely bad. So a short DST error means your hard drive is built-in self-test detected a critical problem, usually signal imminent drive failure, requiring a backup and replacement through lost cables, or software glitches can sometimes cause it. Immediately back up your data. First try to set in the cables, run in the check, or use the system restore. Windows command line that scans your hard drive for file system errors and bad sectors, reporting and fixing issues and maintain disk health. Often run via command prompt. Now this one does work. This should work. So I did try that before already. It did fix me the disk. Search CMD and select run as an administrator. Type check disk and F space. Replace X with your drive letter. Okay, yeah. Well, we're going to do this one here. Okay, so this thing, maybe can do this shit all night long. The problem is that I don't know what the fuck he's doing. He is testing 1570 megabit and is not even demonstrating any kind of progress, anything that goes on. I would not want to continue with this program. Let's go and let's play with a CMD. We're gonna do a CMD. Yeah, we're gonna run this as administrator, and we're gonna do some of that kind of stuff here. Check disk. We're gonna replace this thing here with a D, right? That's at least what I suppose. Boy, am I not very happy with this stuff here. No, man, this one would do this all fucking night long, and we were not gonna go and do that stuff. We're gonna get rid of this stuff here. Goodbye, that's it. This is a D drive. This is gonna be a DF, basically. We're gonna do this. The type of the file system is exFAT. Volume serial number is whatever. Windows is verifying file and folders is 1 terabyte. Okay, it is 1 terabyte. File and folder verification complete. Windows scanned the file system and found no problem. No further action is required. Total disk space, index, bats, 0 in bat sectors used by the system. Kilobyte available in disk is 970 something. Bytes in each allocation unit, total allocation unit and the disk, allocation unit available in the disk. It says it's okay, boy, but what, they alarmed the shit out of me. At least the Windows says it's okay. So, hard disk drives, I don't understand this. I want to come to the bottom of this stuff here. The problem is that the disk is not new. There was 17 hours that was used. And if the Windows let this stuff go through, that doesn't mean shit. That doesn't mean anything at all. Replace the drive. Disk self-test, let me see this here. Let's see this stuff here. This is a self-test DST. All we need to do is back of the day to check HP failed DST check on HDD. Hard drive test. Demonstrates how to run a hard drive test in HP diagnostic utility. Hard drive test DST check fail. Let's see this here.
Hi, it's Rex here. Today I want to talk about Hewlett-Packard's hard drive.
Yeah, Mister, come on, hurry up.
Then you can push the down arrow and it comes down to hard disk test utility. Like that, the right hand arrow and then push enter. Watch what happens to this customer's laptop.
That's a very good stuff too, yeah, that's
they
true.
brought it
Yeah.
in, it's acting all quirky,
Okay.
and within a few seconds of running the hard disk test utility, it comes up as a fail, right here.
It scared the shit out of me now with this. Okay.
At this point, you can put
Okay, Mister, let's see.
diagnosis. Hewlett-Packard's hard drive diagnosis utility. When you turn a Hewlett-Packard on and you push the escape key,
Yeah.
it comes to this screen. At this point, you can push F2.
F2. Well,
Then
wait
you
a
can push the
minute.
down arrow,
Wait,
and it comes-
mate. Hey, wait a minute.
At this point, you
System
can push
diagnostic.
F2.
Okay, all right.
Then you can push the down arrow and it comes down to hard disk test utility.
Yeah, right.
Like that, the right hand arrow and then push enter.
Okay,
Watch what
man.
happens to this customer's laptop. They brought it in, it's acting all quirky, and within a few seconds of running the hard disk test utility, it comes up as a fail, right here. Failed the smart, right?
Okay.
That means this computer is not going to hold the data well. If the test utility says that the hard drive's failing, they know what they're talking about. They know either the temperature was too high, it wasn't spinning.
Okay, this is a good idea, but if I'm gonna do this, then what's gonna happen is, and I know how to do it. I'll probably do this as a last resource. All other programs are gonna be gone. Hard drive short DST check failed. How to fix hard drive DST short test failed. How to fix hard drive short test, how to fix new installed SSD. Short DST. Test hard drive. This is, I was told that if it's going to be a self-test that is going to fail, cancel the fucking thing. How to fix hard disk check failure. But the Chinese guy said to me, if all he needs to do is the CMD, and if the CMD is going to go through, it's going to be okay. It's not okay because it's not a new disk. The disk was in use for 17 hours. Somebody returned the disk back to the seller, and seller went on to sell this for a Black Friday. This disk is going back to China, man. I am not taking this. They told me if it comes that it's the DST is the self-test, if it fails, it's not okay. How to fix this DST failure? I am going to investigate this stuff more. Short DST failed disk self-testing, the long and short of it. I don't know. I really do not know what to do with this. But it sure got me, man. It sure got me. It sure got me. These are the most recommended programs out there that you can get to. And let me see what programs do I have installed. Hell, I don't even know what the hell Black Magic is. It's like something, from what I remember, they do the SD cards, whatever, but this is SD, this is a smart disk. Whew. Smart disk checker, crystal disk info. Interval data. Aha, yeah, all, yeah, you did that stuff, yeah. Profile, peak performance, default, yeah. This thing is not gonna do anything. Yeah. Wondershare, recover it. Disk checkup. Smart info, hidden. You must enable TEC computation. Refresh the smart data at least once in order to view smart history. Record found, disk self-test. Also, this is still here. It's stuck. Yeah, this is what this is. This was the first program that had a problem with this. Modify. Max native, max this, NA. Yeah, I am gonna go and I'm gonna do the extended test of this thing. That's gonna probably take 1 hour to get it done. But this isn't gonna help me shit, man. It did not even pass the short one, so how the hell is gonna pass the extended one? The first you should do the short one. If it doesn't pass the short one, then why should you be doing the long one? I mean, I am gonna find out more about this stuff, and I'm gonna, in a separate video, I'm gonna expose what else did I learn about this stuff. It's a trouble because I should be going and doing other stuff, and look, I'm fucking wasting time more on this stuff. Not a good stuff. Let's take a date and time of this stuff. I need to talk to the seller about selling me a hard drive with a 17 hours life already. There you go. That was sold to me as new. Both of these hard drives were sold as new. So they're giving garbage for this bloody Friday, man. That's truly a Black Friday in a real sense. This is known as a Sentinel, hard disk Sentinel 610 Pro. If it doesn't pass, this thing is going back. This is a self-test. Minimum requirement that this thing should pass is basically it's a self-test. It's got to pass the self-test. No problems found, it says. Maybe there is some kind of compatibility problem with between those programs and the Windows or something like that. I really do not understand what the hell, but I doubt that that would be a problem. Let's see what's going to happen here. If it passes this thing here, obviously it would not be so bad, but if it doesn't pass this shit, then it's shitty thing all the way. Interesting, because I see like something is spinning over there and I really don't understand what is this spinning about. I mean, what the hell is this about? I mean, I'm thinking, just trying to understand why is it freezing this thing. This is a good program, this stuff here. This looks like as if Windows would freeze or anything, but this is not Windows. What exactly is he munching, basically? What the fuck is he munching? I mean, we are basically at the same shit place as we were earlier. It's like every here and then. Well, actually, this is still more active than before. Before it did not work like this, that's true. But no progress here. You know, it makes you nervous when it comes all the way to the end and it doesn't come to the end. And would you lose your nerves like this? I mean, I know I would. I mean, this is crazy. I mean, I know it would drive me insane. All right, so what I will do is I'm gonna stop this crap. What the hell is this thing here? Everything is perfect, but you can't even fucking do the test. I mean, can you repeat the fucking test? Short, bloody short self-test. You can't even do this. It's kind of weird. Really, it's kind of weird, man. That's why you say it's a short self-test. It is a short self-test and you can't even do this. Then what the hell is it? This shit is just circling and circling and circling, but it looks like that's a part of the deal with this stuff. If that's not going to work, I'm just going to restart the computer and I'm going to do over this stuff. Maybe there's some other issue with the Windows computer or something like that. I don't know. I need to have the answer about this bloody thing. So this is what fucks me up. It comes to the end and then again it doesn't go to the end. We are at the end and we're not at the end. I mean, that's exactly what happened earlier. It's exactly what we had going on earlier. Now I'm going to go. It's totally non-responsive. It does, okay, now it's responsive again. So what we're going to do is we're going to put right there and I'm going to sit it right there and see what the hell is going to happen. It tells you about the elapsed time, but it doesn't tell you how much longer it's going to take for this shit to be completed. So what the hell is the elapsed time? It's running and it's no problems found and estimated time remaining it's 1 minute right there. And it's no problems, it's running and the estimated time is 1 minute and you're going to see if I come back here after 10 minutes it's still going to say it's running, there is no problems found, and the estimated time remaining will remain 1 minute. You're going to see that. This is just another version of something that gives me the ability to do self-test on this thing, because this thing did not pass any self-test, anything, when it comes to self-testing. And I think that self-testing is the most crucial, the most important thing, because the manufacturer alone sets the standard. And if they set the standard, that's like a minimum standard that, it's a minimum standard. It's not the requirement standard, it's a minimum standard. And if you cannot pass even the minimum standard from the manufacturer, it's a garbage. This son of a bitch is as strange as anything I ever had in my lifetime when it comes to the hard drives. So as you see, I can come back here in 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3, 4, 5, 10 fucking hours, 24 hours. And it's still going to be running without any problems with just 1 minute remaining. The estimated time remaining 1 minute. This is not good. This is a long minute. Very, very long minute. I would really love to know what kind of minute this is. It's a shit minute. It's taking him a long, long time. As much as I want to keep this disc because I so need one, I think I was left out on a rain for this bloody Friday through the AliExpress. Just when you think you found something, you got something done, and you find yourself in shit, basically. I wasted so much time to buy this garbage for this bloody Friday. Now I'm wasting so much more time on testing this garbage. Well, you saw it. It's running. It's no problems found, and it's keep fucking running, and it's still 1 minute remains. It's a kind of joke or something like that. I'm gonna reset the computer and then test this shit again. You can see how it goes. This thing cannot complete this thing for some fucking reason. Even earlier, the way it did, it came up to 90%, and then it just would not complete. Whatever the hell that was. It's a long minute. It's a 7 minutes long minute. I can do this all the way to the 8th minute, and then I'm going to stop this joke. Maybe it's got something to do with the Windows. Yes, maybe. That's why we're going to stop this thing. And that's how we're going to stop this, the whole thing. We're going to quit Opera. And everything else. And what I will do is I will reboot the whole thing, and then maybe there is something better for me, safe to remove, they say. We're not going to be removing. It's going to be taken out like this. Well, it's removed, that's right. Take this off and I'm going to restart the whole thing again. All right, so what we're gonna do is, let me figure out this stuff here. Hey, the Sentinel came up on its own, and so why don't we go and plug it in, plug it out. There you go, Betty bomb. So there it is. It's working, it's perfect. And before I start to uninstall absolutely anything on this damn thing, let's do the stupid self-test. It's a stupid short self-test, running no problem found. If this thing cannot complete this thing, it's going back. That's exactly what they also claim me. It's going to be a good company, that this is a good company, this Somnambulist. When I see these hard drives, they're going to be a good deal. They guarantee that this is going to be a good deal, great deal, and so on. That's the way it was from the beginning. So then I don't know what happened. I already talked to you about that stuff. The police also advised me that 1 terabyte is no good. They were testing and testing and testing these hard drives. They stated that up to 500 gigabyte is maximum that Chinese hard drives are okay. More than 500 gigabytes, all the hard drives that were testing were bad. The guy who was doing this kind of stuff was Stefanich, the funny man. I started to believe this. I started to believe that one hard drive is somewhat usable. Other than that, it's garbage. This is garbage. This is going back. Clearly it was open, nails on it, and the other one also was open, but at least the other one had 0 hours. But this one here, this one had 17 hours already when it came in my hands. Yeah, and you know that's not good. When you buy it, you're not supposed to have any hours. So we see the same shit. It's perfect, it's running, there is no problem found, yet there is that 1 minute remaining. The circle spins and spins and spins. It's not a problem with the Windows. It's a problem with that damn thing right there. He cannot even complete the fucking short self-test. That means this hard drive is garbage. I don't have any program that I would be capable to complete the short self-test on this thing. So if the manufacturer is specifications cannot be even fulfilled. In that case, it's not even extensive test, it's just a short self-test. Then really this thing had to go back. Yep. I don't have any other ideas what kind of program to get to test this shit. It's just not functional.